Check 1 2, y'all. Yeah, check it out. Big Mike coming at you live and direct. Mack City Limits Radio Show. Dropping in one time for your mind, man. Giving y'all State of the Union address. Just giving y'all a little bit of info about some things, man. And drop a little bit of ism while I'm in here. Yeah, just a little bit. This should not take long. And before we do that, let's go ahead and pay some bills, man. Let's pay some bills, y'all. Yeah, you can go ahead and check out the description box, man. If you want to go ahead and donate to the cause, donate to an old broke down crippled trick. For those that don't know, yes, I am crippled. Yes. Not doing this for no sympathy or whatnot, but cats behind the scenes have asked me, because I've made some claims that I'm crippled. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, don't you understand when I'm saying I'm the Professor X of this shit? Yeah, man, I'm in a wheelchair, bro. I'm in a wheelchair because I don't have any legs. Big Mike don't have no legs, man. My. How the mighty have fallen, Jack. Yeah, who would have knew? Who would have thought it? Yeah, it's one day that the family curse of the Beatus gonna creep up on a brother, man. I had no idea that this was this prevalent in my family tree, man. I had no idea. And this is one of them things that it's a family curse, but if you don't know your family, you can't really be on guard for something like this, man, because I knew my great grandmother had diabetes, and my grandmother and my grandfather, they had it as well, but they had the kind of diabetes where they didn't need no injections, you know what I mean? But since I didn't know the father's side, my father's side of the family, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother situation, man, where, like I say, if you don't know your family, you don't know your history, if you don't have a daddy in your life, you're kind of flying blind. You're incomplete on a lot of things when it comes to the genetics, man. And so the genetic lottery, it dealt me a crippling blow, bruh. Yeah, it turns out that my father's side of the family, they've got really, really bad diabetes, man. Shit. And I took on some of them traits, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But since I didn't know my daddy, since that nigga, he bounced, man, and to this day, now that my mom's is gone, she never really wanted to tell me what's going on between her and my pops. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much convinced that she ran the brother away, man. He was just like, not doing it. I'll go somewhere else and create another family. And that's what he did. He went somewhere else, and he created another family. And he died back in 2007 of a heart attack. Shit. So yeah, it's very important that if you're a man out there and you have children, that you impart some knowledge and some wisdom to your progeny, man, and you let them know if you have any sort of family curses. Yeah, that you let them know, like, look, you need to look out for this, or you need to look out for that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have that. I had no idea that it was this serious. I'm like, God damn, man, this shit is killing me, dog. Shit. No doubt, man. So yeah, Big Mike is crippled. So if you enjoy the show and you enjoy the ism every now and then, yeah, me and Tony, we just did like 3 hours worth of podcasting, and I have yet to actually edit that. So y'all need to stick around for that. You will be hearing Mr. Macio's take on the concept of black fatigue. Yeah, you don't want to miss that. Yeah, I know y'all want to miss that, Jack. Yeah. You know how Tony do, man. He give it to you raw and uncut, man. Straight lace, no chase. So once again, if you want to contribute to the cause, man, and try and keep this itty bitty small channel, this small irrelevant channel, you want to keep this shit rolling, if you want to keep this shit relevant, yeah, appreciate you, man. Go ahead and show some love and appreciation, man. Yeah, appreciate that, man. next on the agenda, let's talk about my book. Yeah. Just a lot of y'all didn't even know I had a book. Why? Because I don't really talk about it, man. It was my first attempt to actually put a book together, man. And actually, I've had the book compiled for years, man, because anybody that's been a Mack City player knows that I had a journal log that I wrote in religiously when I had my website, man. So I already had the content, man. I just had to figure out a way to compile it and actually get it published and all of that, man. And I did that. I compiled it, I published it, and I tried my best to clean it up. Because in the journal logs, I'm basically stating, what I'm doing from day to day during the hustle, man. And it entailed a lot of sexual shenanigans, man. You know what I mean? So I had to really go through like the first 2 or 3 years, try to pick out the things that's most relevant to the ism, to try and make it entertaining and interesting reading, and also informative as well. Because god damn it, man, it was just like every other day. I met such and such. I went over such and such house. I got my Johnson sucked. Just like, oh man, we got to do better, man. We got to add a little something else in there, man. Let's take that out. Let's not talk about getting my Johnson sucked every day. Let's try and get rid of some of that. So yeah, there's a lot of that in the book. And like I said, man, it was my first attempt at putting together a coherent book, man. And I think I did a good job. And like I said, the ism is all laced through the book. You just have to have the intelligence to reverse engineer a lot of things that I'm saying in the book, man. Unfortunately, a lot of brothers don't really have the patience. They want it laid out with ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Yeah, man. So I'm just letting y'all know, yes, I have a book out, because some of y'all have heard through the grapevine that I had a book, but I don't really rep it, and I don't really pub it like I should, because, in actuality, I'm not really that proud of the book. I'm not that proud of it. Oh, man. Yeah, just far too much sexual shenanigans and illustrations in the book, man, that I could have done without, man. But y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I get down, man. I'm authentic, man. If it happened, it happened. Shit. So, well, make what you will of that. But once again, there is plenty of ism. There's plenty of knowledge in that book. If you have common sense, if you have critical thinking, yes, it's very easy to see what I did to get at the female and what I did to get her enamored and to get her hooked. And yeah, it's all in there, man. You're just gonna have to deal with, yeah, and I got my Jimmy sucked. Shit. Oh man, I tried to omit as much of that as I could. I really did, man. Shit. Yeah. And the name of that book, y'all, is Cybertrick. Yeah. And it is on Amazon.com. And I will be providing a link to the book if you are so inclined, if you want to read about my genesis, how I started out in the game, straight from the pages of my own personal journal logs, man. Yeah. Once again, the name of the book is Cybertrick. I was going to call it Cyber Pimp, but I just thought, man, look, I gotta stay consistent. I got to stay authentic, and I'm much more of a trick than a pimp, man. So I was just like, I don't want to deceive the fellas. I don't want to deceive anybody that's buying this book. Make no mistake about it. We doing some tricking over here, man. Shit, let's call a spade. Let's do that, man. Okay. And also, right now, I have another book that I think that y'all will find much more palatable. It is called The Mack City Lost Scrolls. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is a compilation of all the articles that I wrote through the years for my website, man. that's giving you the 1, 2, 3s and the ABCs of the ism. Yeah, I'm basically spelling it out in black and white. So, there won't be no, you got to figure this out or figure that out or reverse engineer or nothing like that. I'm literally telling you, what I did and what I did not do and how it all went down, especially in one chapter, man, where I'm speaking on what to do if you really want to get into this amateur adult ghetto adult entertainment hustle, man. Once again, that's the Mack City Lost Scrolls, man. Right now, it is almost ready to be launched. Still waiting on the final draft to come back from my publisher. So be on the lookout for that, man. That also will be on Amazon.com, man. But yeah, man, they dragging ass, man. They taking forever for that final draft, man. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it done. Let's do it. And also, I'd like to address one last thing before I roll. Everybody and their mama, looking at me cross-eyed, looking at me crazy because I don't have no sympathy for Cassie in this P. Diddy trial, man. Look, if you know, you know. If you're in the know, you know, man. Look. And then somebody actually came to me, man, and they know how I rock with Angry Man, right? They was talking about, oh, your boy Angry Man basically stating that, shit, anybody that say that Cassie ain't no victim can go fuck theyself. Well, it is what it is, man. He got his opinion, but as knowledgeable as Angry Man is, he's still a square when it comes to dealing with a multitude of bitches, man, at one time, man. His business ain't never been bitches, man, okay? His business ain't never been bitches, man, okay? My business, let me rewind that so that y'all understand what I'm saying. My business for 15 years was broads, man, okay? So you can't tell me how these bitches get down, man. You can't tell me. When you got what's this axiom, this little thing that they like to say out there, they say, believe all women. Yeah, if you a square and you a goober, yeah, you do that. You do that. But it's been my experience, Jack, that no. It should be the opposite. Yeah, it should be the opposite. It should be believe no women. Don't believe shit they say. Oh my God, man. Fucking lies and the deception and the manipulation of the female gender, dog. Oh, I'm trying to tell you, I was just flabbergasted, man. I had no idea. I had almost given up on humanity dealing with these broads, man. Yeah. I actually go out my way trying to treat a bitch good, man. I'm like taking care of her wants and her needs and her bills, and I'm giving her money to take care of her shorties and shit, man. And then once the spot get hot, people figure out that she putting in work with Big Mike, man. Oh, the bitch will flip. The bitch will flip. Oh, and will lie on you to save face. They don't give a fuck what you did for her in the past, man. They don't get two shits. Big Mike took advantage of me. Big Mike did this to me. Big Mike, I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Bitch, I just put 200 in your hand to keep your heat on, man, so that you and your babies wouldn't freeze this winter. And you talking this cash shit about a nigga like me? Then I gotta listen to goobers and squares talk about believe all women. Man, fuck you. Man. And fuck Cassie too, man. Shit. Yeah, I know what this is. I've been there, done that. Experienced it 1,000 goddamn times from these broads, nigga. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Angry Man. It is what it is. I get it. You know what I mean? His knowledge kind of gives him a degree of hubris, man. You know what I mean? But he don't know bitches like I know bitches. I put my resume up against any pimp. Yeah, Any so-called red pill nigga, man. Ain't nobody got more of an extensive record in dealing with these skillets than Big Mike, nigga. Nah, Jack. Yeah, they be bold with the lies and deception too, man. I done told y'all that story, man, when one of my main broads, man, I was taking her home. We just had a nice little dinner date. And I was taking her home and we was driving past a gas station and she seen this nigga, man, that was at the gas station pumping his gas. Now, at this time, I didn't know that she had seen this dude, right? But we was going past the gas station. She said, "Oh, Big Mike, stop at this gas station. I need to get me some Black and Milds." I'm like, all right. So I drive to the gas station, I park it, let her on out, and she makes a straight beeline over to the gas pumps. I'm like, what the fuck she doing going to the gas pumps and shit, man? I'm like, the Black and Milds ain't at the gas pump. But no, she zoomed right on in on this nigga pumping his gas. And she started yelling and screaming and tripping and just started swinging on him and all sorts of shit. And the nigga was like, hey, hey. And I was just like, and I get out the truck. And I'm like, Nish, what are you doing? And the dude is yelling at me, hey, come get her, fam. Come get her, fam. I don't want to hurt her, fam, So I'm like, Nish, stop that. What are you doing? So the nigga, he reached back and he hit her with the Ike Turner, nigga. You know what I mean? Smack. That bitch did a 360, man. Shit. Yeah, man. He cold clocked her, man. So I ran over there, grabbed her, man, yoked her up. And then she hot, man. She like, I'ma kill you, nigga. I'ma fuck you up. Turned out this is one of the niggas that she claimed was the father of her child. She was pregnant and shit, right? And so she was just like, this nigga, he ain't shit. He ain't claiming this baby. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give him a piece of my mind and shit, man. So she goes over and assaults the motherfucker. She is mad. She is heated. So while I got her yoked up, man, the nigga, he had a Ford Explorer. He jumped into the Ford Explorer to peel it off. Bam, he was gone in the wind. And then she was just distraught, like, oh my God, why did you do that? I can't believe you did that. She's like, I'm going to call the police. He assaulted me. I was just like, no, you assaulted him. She was just like, no, he assaulted me. I'm like, no, that's not. And I'm like, look, we just need to go ahead and, you just need to take this as an L. Let me take you on home. She was like, nah, fuck that. So she called the police. Police show up. And then when the police show up, she's looking at me like, you gonna lie for me, ain't you? You gonna lie for me, ain't you? I'm like, no. Now keep in mind, this dude that she assaulted, right? I knew who he was. And I was just like, oh man, I know that nigga, man. And he hates my fucking guts, man. Because me and him was low key, kind of like vying for control of the broad. You know what I mean? And so every now and then I would hear him say little slick shit. He used to leave little slick shit on her voicemail talking about, I seen you out with that fat nigga again. And yeah, bitch, you's a dumbass hoe fucking with that nigga. He using you and this and that. Yeah, man, he was throwing salt in the game, man. But me being me, I still got a bro code, man. And she wanted me to lie and get the nigga jammed up. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, the police show up. They ask her the questions, and the tears is flowing. Oh, the perfect victim shit. Oh, you should have seen it. It was masterful. He was like, oh, he did this, and he did that. And the police is asking her questions like, well, how did you come to be over at the gas pumps? And they actually really doing a little thorough investigation of it, man. And so I could see them, and they looking at me, and they already feeling like, this don't sound right. It sounds kind of dubious. And so they looking at me like, well, sir, did you see it? And I was like, yeah. And it was like, well, what happened? I was like, well, she told me to pull over to the gas station so she get some Black and Mild. She jumped out the car, ran over to the young man I was pumping his gas and assaulted him. And he tried to defend himself. And when holding it didn't work, he basically reached back and slapped her. But keep in mind, this is after she done slapped him 4 or 5 times. And it was like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. And oh, man, she gave me the look of death. She couldn't believe I did that. It was like the ultimate betrayal of her, man. She was just like, oh, like, nigga, how dare you tell the truth? Yeah, and I told her, don't call the police because I'm going to tell them the real. I'm going to tell them what really happened, bitch. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, what that really taught me right then and there, man, I was just like, man, all bets is off when you're dealing with these broads, nigga. You know, all this believe all women shit, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you do that. You do that, nigga. Yeah, an angry man included. Yeah, he can do that. It won't be the Mack, nigga. It won't be the Mack. No, sir. Yeah, even though this nigga was hating on Big Mike, calling me all sorts of lame, fat nigga, this, that, and a third. You know, I still, I was a stand-up nigga, and I was like, no, you're not about to lie on this boy, man. You're not about to lie on this boy. You started that shit. You got what you was asking for. Shit. That's right. So, yeah, if you want to know why I have zero sympathy for Cassie, man, bruh, like I said, I have lived it. I have lived it on steroids and in spades, man. Yeah, man. I don't believe shit a bitch say. Not at all. Even my baby, man, who I love very much, my baby Hydra, man. Yeah, boy. A lot of y'all know I'm still, I still got one left, man. She a ride or die, man. She is in there. She love Big Mike, man. But I don't trust shit she say, nigga. I don't trust nothing these broads say, man. Not even my wife. Not even Lynn. I don't, There's some things that's happened in the past when it come to thinking about some things that transpired between me and my wife when I thought she was a perfect angel, a perfect good girl. But now that I think about it, and I think about all the females that I've dealt with, and some of their tricks and some of their manipulations, you know what I mean? I was just like, oh man, like did Lynn did she pull the wool over my eyes? did she run game on it, nigga? And I was just totally oblivious to it. Man, that tends to happen, man, when you so busy running the streets, doing your own dirt, man. You ain't really thinking just how, your girl can bamboozle you. Because you so busy trying to bamboozle her. Yeah, man. For real. Well, that's what's up, man. Big Mike coming at you live and direct, Mack City Limits radio show. Stay tuned to this station, man. And go ahead, like I said, if you got any sort of questions, comments, or concerns, man, you can go ahead and leave them in the comment section. How to get in contact with Big Mike and Tony Maceo. If you really want your ideas or your questions fleshed out, go ahead and send a little donation along with what you want us to cover, and we'll make that happen. Like I said, once again, we got another 3 hours of footage we got to chop up, man, dealing with Tony Maceo and his concept of what black fatigue is, man. So you don't want to miss that. Yeah, some of that will be in the Patreon and some of it will be out here. So go ahead, stick around, man. Yeah. Fuck with Big Mike and Tony Maceo, man. Shit. Once again, giving love and giving a big shout out to my boy, man, RH, for that sizable donation, man. For real. We really appreciate all that you do for the players, man. For real. Big Mike coming at you live and direct, Mack City Limits radio show, and we out.